Another day, another load of varnish on there, dried up. Look at that, looks pretty bad down there. But I'm hoping anyway, that as I scruff it up with the steel wool, that imperfection will go away. Things look pretty decent. This is a full varnish, no thinner. I'm hoping it's dry. Can't really touch it to see if it is or not, because if it isn't, then it leaves a spot. So I'm gonna flip these over and scruff them up the other side. That'll give this side another day to dry. But tomorrow I leave for the boat, so that's going to be a Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday I come back. So it'll have quite a few days to dry, definitely, before I get to this little bit of imperfection there. So I have about 4 or 5 of these guys, and they're pretty good. I can reuse them, and what I do is I rotate them, and then the first one that I used 4 or 5 days ago should be dry now. Let's try to just crack that and squeeze the container, and then take out the hardened varnish, and then clean it out on the inside, and then use it again. All right, flipped it over. You can see there's some goober there and a little bit there, and still getting a lot of varnish accumulating there in the corner. Not sure why that happens, but anyway, this is what it looks like. This little goober right there in the corner of the opening, and then this doesn't look too bad. Just the flat stock, maybe a little imperfection there. So all in all, I'd say it looks pretty good. If we look at these guys, they're looking all right. And I'll scruff it up and show that video. Okay, now I've scruffed it up. Oops, look, I missed a little spot right there, maybe. Oh. But I haven't used the cheesecloth yet. Just wanted to demonstrate the residual steel wool that still remains. That needs to be tack cloth, or I think we call it cheesecloth, or I do anyway. Might be just tack cloth, might be the right thing. But anyway, here's the quick look at it after it's been scruffed up. We're just trying to get it to have some bonding ability to the previous coat. And some of the, ooh, look at that, right there. I missed that. So I'll have to go back and do that. Next video will be after I've cheeseclothed it, tack clothed it, but before I put the varnish on. Okay, so here it is. Cheesecloth or tack cloth, and I have my varnish ready to go. I use the filter. I use 2 disposable foam brushes every day. Today I'm going to try something I thought of yesterday, which is to do the edges. Might seem obvious to many people, but just came to me yesterday. But I'll use the smaller brush to get the edges first, because I'll leave a little bit of varnish on the top, and then I will use the larger brush to get the varnish on the flat surface, which will take care of that little build up right at the corner. You can see how nice and glossy it looks, and I did get that little glob sanded down by the opening there, but another one appeared. So they're not that hard to get off with the steel wool. I like it. I'm liking the looks of this. I got some starting to get some nice gloss to them. And yeah, get several more coats on here. I would like to have put these back in this weekend, but can't happen. So it means I'm not in any rush to get a whole bunch more coats on. I can put one on every day till I go back in a couple more weeks after that. But truth is, things are looking good here, to me anyway, to my eyes, as a amateur varnisher. I'm kind of happy.